This is a fitting tribute to the 7 survivors of the Natal Rugby players who played against the All Blacks way back in 1960, where they drew 6-all. They are from the left, Trix Truter, Nick Labuschagne, Mike Moon, Ormy Taylor, Garth Williamson. In the front row, Chris Klopper and Cobus van Noordwyk. This is the official advertising pamphlet at the time, way back then. And the program signed by some of the guys. I see Garth Williamson, Cobus van Noordwyk, Mark Moon, Ormy Taylor, a few of them signed it. And here's A.H. Clark of the All Blacks from off clearing the ball to his fly half. And Cobus van Noordwyk of Natal kicking the ball of the onrush of all those All Blacks bearing down on him.
It's full of flavor, but never sweet. And you'll know if you have.
And here's the late Jock Layden's caricature. He's had quite a few of these and he's very good at it. That's Barney Blom with his huge big banana tree running across the field and placing it as a try under the posts. Here's a write-up of Cobus van Noordwyk, where he was born and his career as a rugby player up to when he became fullback for Natal. And here's Don Clark missing one of his kicks, and he missed a few of these, and otherwise they would have won the match. And here they go again. I think on the left is the late Keith Oxley and a few of the other guys, but unfortunately it was so long ago I can't remember who the guys were. I think Barbara was one of them. And this is the picture of the old stadium. My brother-in-law Tiki and myself came down all the way from Atuba to watch Cobus play, but we were supposed to sell some tickets, but we gave them away to some 2 old toppies who bought us so much beer that we hardly saw the match. And here's the first try of the match, where the All Blacks scored the first try. The All Blacks had a super line out with the pack of the forwards of the Natal players contest. Nev McEwen burst through the ruck with Irving and Oxley straining to pull him down, and Williamson and Barbara standing by to prevent a breakthrough. 12 minutes to go. Don Clark cleverly slipping in on the wing is over at the corner flag for the try that drew the match for New Zealand, as Mike Moon, the Natal number 8, plunges headlong in his effort to stop him. Also for position as Russell Watt, the All Black wing, is beaten to a loose ball by the Natal number 8 forward, Mike Moon. With the roar of the 27,000 crowd at Kings Park, the late Keith Oxley dives over the All Blacks line for his try at Kings Park. Mike Moon in his prime in his rugby career. And here he was, he didn't make it there. That guy kicked the ball and didn't make it there at all. This is when he was playing rugby against the All Blacks. Mark Moon A and Garth Williamson C at the grueling Phil Payne Memorial Marathon to Kings Park from Lahi Park. Mark Moon amazed even his most ardent supporters when he completed the dry handicap course of 10.5 furlongs in about 12 minutes at the Greyville Racecourse. All Springboks past Natal sides leave the field at Kings Park, some of them no doubt for the last time ever. Then it's on to Nick Labuschagne to give a few of the snippets of how he played for Natal, etc. a caricature by the late Jock Leyden again outlining Nick's achievements. Former Springbok players, the late Keith Oxley, Brian Sharbrum, Nick Labuschagne and Brian Irving, talking to the DHS old boys about their specialised positions.
One thing you can be sure of, it's Charlie's beer they sell. So
My Afrikaans isn't so good, but what I can gather, I think the 30 players had a lekker party after the game. Here is a piece of history. The French were playing the Springboks at Loftus when their fullback got injured. Peter Taylor, captain of the Springboks, insisted that he did not want to play against 14 players and requested the French for a substitute. This was the first time that this was introduced. Facts courtesy of Nick. Kobus van Noordwijk, Natal fullback, his goal kicking saved Natal on numerous occasions. Once again, another caricature by the late Jock Leyden, telling how Kobus is all about Kobus' achievements. The right wing of Western Province, tackled by Kobus near the touchline. Kobus was an accountant at Standard Bank and I was a latte at the then Barclays Bank. And Kobus and I had many a nice game of golf at the Umflozi Country Club on a Wednesday afternoon. Brian Irving demonstrates the Natal Border Rugby Trophy to several of the members of his side before they hit the road to East London. Caricature of Peter Taylor's last appearance on Natal in Natal. Kobus extricated the Banana Boys so efficiently with his kicks. Team celebrating win at the Northern Transvaal. Brian Irving, Tommy Bedford, Keith Oxley, Snowy Suda, Kobus van Noordwijk, Trevor Arnson, Bobby Savage and Chris Viljoen. Brian Irving led the Natal team to a good victory over Northerns. The story has it that Pete Ace, the Northerns captain, who was a detective in the police force, had to arrest 4 of his players who tried to rob a bank. Lovely oil painting of Trix which hangs next to his bar. Told my wife I was just going to Trix to get a couple of pictures at 5:45. I'll be about half an hour. Sat the Trix and we had a few whiskies or so. The next minute it was 7:30. The next few pics of Trix and the late Keith Oxley relate to a Western Province match where the Natal pack, Oxley and Trix Tutor, took honours. Williamson, the Natal scrum half, had a good steady game, but right wing Trix made the biggest impact. In one of his tours overseas, here's Trix making a brilliant tackle on one of the players. I assume this must have been in the UK. Imana singing Sari Mare in New Zealand. Garth Williamson, scrum half for Natal. And a caricature by Jock Leyden again, the profile of his where he is born, etc. With a dive pass, Natal scrum half Garth Williamson gets the line away in the thrilling match against Free State. Our Natal with 14 men rose to the occasion to beat Eastern Transvaal 19-0 is told here for the first time. Isaac van Heerden said, "I really did nothing. It was all due to the lucky rose that they rose to the occasion." This picture tells an important part of the story of a brilliant Natal win over Boland by 21 points to 6. Garth Williamson, Natal Junior Springboks scrum half, sweeps the ball away crisply to Oxley and yet another attack is launched. Garth Williamson, who ran with telling effect against Rhodesia, crosses the line for the first try. Jock Layden's caricature of Ormy Taylor. He was a mechanic who knew how to get into top gear quickly. Ormy doing what he did best, carrying the ball. Natal Rugby was truly swinging in the early 60s. Ormy and Tricks revisit the in-goal area next to the Southern Sticks, where Ormy went in for one of the greatest tries in the history of Kings Park in Natal Rugby, a touchdown which he sealed a breathtaking 14-13 win over the Wallabies in 1963. It is fitting that I end this movie talking about Chris Klopper. He is the oldest Natal Rugby player and Durban Collegians Rugby Club member, also the oldest player of the Natal All Blacks game in 1960. At 88, he still plays a mean game of bowls, and also was a member of the RDR Bowls Club for 50 years until it closed. Married for 66 years, and he and his wife are still going strong. 70,000 rugby enthusiasts at the Ellis Park in way back when. Thanks to you all for your input, allowing me to make this movie possible. I really enjoyed the conversations I had with you.
Cold sober to his darling wife. He walked through the kitchen, she says you're early, Bill dear, but then he breaks down and he tells her the pub's got no beer. It's a lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night.